Welcome everybody. This is CBSI Presents Tales from Flipside 23. I'm Dino. And this week, me and Sean Weirgarten won the Royal Oak Hockey Championship. So we are the Mighty Ducks. So, boys, yeah, good stuff. Boys, introduce yourselves.
Pete-Up's here. Just wondering if anybody else out there has took the time to enjoy their Jim Beam tonight.
Oh, Jesus.
No, I'm just kidding.
I hope Paul's drinking Jim Beam.
No. Oh, that was awesome.
Oh, God, I almost called off sick the next day. It's so bad.
That's funny.
What's up, guys? Brian, Superman's Comics. I'm glad Florida State has a new football coach, and I'm glad the Redskins lost because we're playing for draft picks now because we need them.
Yep.
And this is Scotty Too Hottie and Bittersweet today. Pretty sure the Eagles' playoff hopes are dashed now.
What happened? I didn't watch.
Wentz tore his ACL.
Oh.
Yeah, he scrambled for it was like first and goal at like 3, and he scrambled for a touchdown, and he got hit and blew his knee out.
He kept saying that was going to happen.
Yeah, you just can't take hits. Like, you're the quarterback. Like, you don't see Tom Brady taking hits. You don't see Peyton Manning taking hits.
Yep.
Just hope he recovers better than Robert Griffin did.
Exactly. Like, guys like that take hits, get hurt.
Yep. And I want to, I guess I'm going to do a little cross promo. I want to thank Wood and Simple Man's Comics. Was it 1,000? You're at 1,000 subscribers?
Congrats, Brian.
Yeah, man. Just broke 1,000 subscribers. Still growing. Appreciate everyone subscribing. Appreciate all the support.
How long did that take, Brian?
I think I started that channel in September of 16.
Okay.
So it was slow going, and then of course having the collaboration with the videos being on the Comic Book Invest website definitely helped out.
Mm-hmm.
So then just started getting traction. I'll tell you what's been cool though is at the time I was just doing it just to put videos out there, not really trying to do anything with it. But then you start meeting other people on YouTube that are doing similar stuff, and you start making, just like I met people through CBSI's G Plus community, I'm starting to meet people, other comic book people from the YouTube community. And I mean, it's freaking awesome. There's a lot of love there. So thanks for everyone that supports my channel, and hope to keep growing and to continue making better videos.
Yeah, good
how
stuff,
is the YouTube community for comics?
It's actually really good. I mean, I tell you what, though, it's rough because between trying to find time to make videos that I need to make, I try to also spend the time that people comment. I try to watch their videos. And I'm so far behind, and I feel like an asshole because people are commenting, and I can't tell if they're giving shout-outs on theirs because I'm trying to watch their videos. But there's a lot of great comic book haul videos out there. Some good people. I mean, they're all scattered all over the United States too. Some even in Canada. I mean, it's awesome. So there's some haters out there too, but the good people way outweigh the haters.
I think you're gonna get that in any community.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure, dude. For sure.
The haters and the squirrels.
So, I guess we talk about haters. So, concluding the saga, I think it's like podcast number 3 that I've been talking about this pickups of 667 and 678. So I left everybody in suspense. We received the books on Friday. They came in, no packaging really. They came in and, I guess, what would you call it, Scotty? Like a fucking briefcase kind of thing?
No, I mean, it was a box, but it looked like a box that like held kids' toys or something.
Yeah.
Very weird.
Yep.
Didn't the guy go out and buy extra packaging too?
He said he was going to go out and buy like all the stuff he needed, but he didn't buy anything.
Yeah. So we open it up. They look 9.8, I guess.
Yeah, they're in great shape.
Great shape. No problems. The only problem is they're about as thick as a cardstock, and they're reprinted, and they're counterfeit.
The best part is Sean opens up. He goes, "They're fakes," and I was like, "Oh yeah, how can you tell?" He's like, "They had brass fucking staples."
Yeah. Oh my god.
So now we have a was it one? I guess I don't even know.
One of a kind, yeah.
One of a kind Lithuanian reprint of 667 and 678. I almost me and Sean, and it's funny as hell, but we'd never do it. But we thought about just throwing it on eBay for $100 as a reproduction with Lithuanian reprints.
Sean wanted to razz him, and I said no. Trey will lose his goddamn mind.
It would be funny though. I mean,
Yeah,
approved by Coy.
That's almost like worse than Trey's story, huh? Well,
yeah.
I don't know, but so the guy give you any issue?
Okay, so I guess the whole story. So, I paid him on my credit card, goods and service with Visa. I got Visa, so
Sent us an invoice.
Sent me an invoice. It was cool. Didn't refund me my money like on Monday,
like a day or two after.
I'm like, okay. He's like, yeah, my PayPal got hacked. I'm like, okay, it happens, whatever. And I was like, cool. And I was like, and it's still what the shipment was still in Lithuania for a couple of days. So I'm like, instead of just paying him right back, I was like, let's just make sure it moves and stuff like that. So a couple of days later, like Wednesday, Thursday, he's like, hey, I haven't got anything. I go, I just kind of pulled it off. Like, oh, I had to wait for it to pay off, put a refund to get back on my credit card to get, so I can actually spend another amount of money that I spent on it. I guess I can tell everybody now. So $3,600, I can throw it back on my credit card to spend $3,600 again. So I was like, oh, I just gotta wait, no big deal. And I was like, I'll just wait for to see kind of tracking updates. So I think Thursday or Friday of like 2 weeks ago, it went to Chicago. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like it shipped, and it's like a real tracking number, and it's coming across. So he starts to contact me, and he's like, hey, when can you pay? I'm like, hey, I'll pay like at the beginning of next week or something. So.
Because you were purposely waiting for them to arrive, or you're waiting for the card to clear?
The card, both kind of. The card to clear most likely.
The card cleared the first day, but
yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. There was just red flags, like right away. Like, why would somebody refund the money? Like, I don't think if your PayPal account got hacked, they'd start refunding money.
Right.
So I'm like, I don't know. I said, Dino, let's just wait. Just tell them the credit card needs to get put back on. We need the balance on the credit card before we can repay.
Which was true because my credit card balance isn't like I'm not fucking balling out here. So, but, so basically,
he gave us no pressure about the payment either.
Yeah, he was really cool about it, and I gotta play the slow con because he kept talking to me, no big deal, not like impatient about it. And then I said, you know what? I said, we'll just wait until they arrive. I said, because I don't want to pay you like one day and then the next day have to fucking refund it. He's like, no problem, dude. He goes, and then he canceled the invoice and it was like, hey, just pay me, if you want to just pay me when they show up and you think they're good, just pay me, friends and family, and we're cool. I'm like, okay, cool, no problem. When I get the books, we'll open them up, and if they're good, we're honest people, obviously. So he canceled the invoice, and then when I got them, and Sean told me they're like counterfeit, I'm like, oh, great. So obviously we didn't pay him, and I emailed him, and I didn't hear anything back. So
the pictures he sent you, though, obviously, I mean, were they?
That's hard to tell, man.
I mean, you can't really tell it's fake without like feeling it and looking at it. Like it was good forgery.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
they were brass staples too. Like Scott, like the ones. It was weird. Like the ones you see in like like when you get like a really strong box and they got like brass staples, kind of. It kind of reminded me of those.
Reminds me of like the brass Russian reloads.
Yeah. But the moral of the story is cover your ass. If you're buying something, have them send you a PayPal invoice.
For sure. And then, I mean, I would have paid them friends and family if they were legit books. I mean, I would never have a problem with that. Like, I was like, cool, whatever. I mean, I don't give a fuck. But yeah, they were fake. So, and it was pretty good, but the red was off on the 667. Like, it was lightly tinted. I mean, the brass staples gave it away, but it was lightly tinted. And Sean said the book was off in general. Like, the staples didn't even line up, and they weren't.
Yeah, they weren't square.
Yeah.
I played into that, Raz.
Well, we talked about it. I mean, honestly, we might even bring them to Indy just $100 or whatever, $50. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
So just everyone keep an eye out. There's there are fakes going around of them.
Yeah. That'd be a great story. I mean, if you're throwing it up at Indy, just put it on the wall and be like
reprints.
Yeah, and just tell the story if you got time.
Yeah,
which you won't because you'll be selling like a motherfucker.
Well,
yeah, we almost got hosed.
Yeah, so I mean that was good. I mean we
did because we covered our ass.
Yeah, and all four of us have been in the game for a long time, so it's like So, but he played the slow con. I got to give it to him.
Yeah, he was. I guess he figured, what did he lose? The shipping cost, really?
Was like $10 maybe? I mean,
it's probably a little bit more than that, but.
Well, and then the other thing too was he wanted to trade for books initially, so I could imagine if you like sent him books and you sent a kit.
God, yeah. Cover your ass.
Yep. So that was my great 667, 678.
Yeah.
Well, now you know how those books ended up in Lithuania.
Yeah, that was definitely my question. I'm like, how the hell did they end up there?
Oh, the dude. Okay, sorry. YouTube Live. Yeah. So in Lithuania, this guy's name's I didn't even know. What the fuck's this guy's name? Audrius Kazura is his name, I guess. I highly doubt anybody's gonna bump into this dude. I mean,
We happen to have a member going to Lithuania next week.
yeah.
Get him. We'll give you his address. Look him up.
Yep. So.
Gee, Dino, I'm glad you didn't give away your honey hole of a source there.
Well, no, it's funny. The source. Okay, so the person and the source is two different things. Like where I got my books is still a honey hole of places, but
I was giving you a hard time.
I know.
Is it the site that you go to?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna reveal it because I can get good deals. Yeah, I guess I'll get good deals on that site. So
yeah, no, don't.
But
it's forgotten5comics.com.
Pretty much. Just we take offers. Let us know. So that was it. It's kind of. I mean, it was ups and downs. I mean, for like 2 weeks. I mean, it wasn't as stressed as it was, but it was what it was. So
yeah, it could have been bad if we didn't get an invoice.
Yeah, no shit, dude. I mean, I would never do, especially that amount of money. Like even, I mean, for people for $100 to $3,600. I mean, you got to be a stickler about it. I hate to say it, man. I mean, if it's a $5 book, then I'm sure you could lose $5.
I mean, honestly, you could be a stickler about it all the time. Just get goods and service.
Yep.
And if the seller doesn't want to do it that way, you pay the fees.
Yeah, pay the 3%, man. I mean,
it's just worth it. It's a peace of mind. You cover your ass. And then I've heard it on UD. You pay with a credit card, you get a second layer of protection.
Yep. And I talked to Visa, and I thought, because I don't use my Visa, I got like an emergency Visa. I don't ever use it really. I told them, they're like, yeah, we'll cover you, no big deal. I mean, like, if it doesn't work out, no problems. So that was a good time.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah.
It was one of the weirdest transactions we've ever done.
Yeah. You know, I'm trying to, search the world.
Hey, man, you gotta try.
Yeah.
If they were real, we would have made $5,000
easily.
But alas.
Yeah, that happens. But so at least we have reprints. I can, tell
so you had him sent to Sean's house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did you just avoid confusion? Say ship to Dino at Sean's address?
No, I just gave him so basically, and Sean's really good about this. So Sean wrote me a big nice email of what the conditions were and like how to fill the PayPal invoice and attach the things. Like Sean's a stickler about this shit. Yeah, he's a stickler about this shit. So he didn't put his address in there, but in the email I put when he gave me the email, I put his address in the email, just so he wouldn't be confused or new or whatever. So yeah, so I gave it to Sean because for me, I mean, I would have known the brass staples, obviously, but I mean, if he would have used regular staples, maybe, I mean, it might have caught somebody, honestly. Because I mean, it wasn't that off, Scotty. You think? I mean, I know it was off, but it wasn't
I think once you put it in your hands, you would have noticed.
Well, yeah, too. I mean, it was like the whole thing was like on cardstock. Like even the pages inside of it was on cardstock. It was
all thick.
So
and Sean's like, this might be a 9.9 because it's printed on such good stock.
The first Delato lenticular.
You know what's funny is I actually might want to just submit it to CGC just to go to Baltimore and maybe they'll fuck it up and do blue label and blue label.
That'd be so funny.
That's good times. But no, that's so I'm
people beware, people.
Yeah, and I guess for the guys who are 3 weeks into this thing or 4 weeks into this thing, so that was that's my horrible.
Yeah, that did take like a month and a half to
Yeah, the shipping was a killer, man.
Yeah, well, it took him a week and a half to ship it.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, that's the other thing.
I wonder if he was out there getting it printed in that week and a half.
Oh, I bet he was, dude. I bet you he's telling his boys, "Yeah, we got another one," and we
got an order
on the printing press. No,
Probably
that's
run the
fine.
press out in their basement or something.
Yeah, he said he was on vacation and couldn't ship it, and then
Work was busy, and
well, the fucker tried to sit there and tell me too that he had like other offers from other people, so he just tried up the fucking price for counterfeit books. I'm like, like whatever, dude.
He's waiting for that fake ink to dry.
yeah, right.
It took a week.
We're waiting for the brass staples because that's how you know it's real.
Oh god. So
Probably lead paint. Sean better not touch it too much.
Right.
oh, I feel bad. I hope Sean's okay.
I don't know. All the alcohol in the system should weed all that out.
I don't think he gets sick.
And he knew it right away, so good for him. So that's why I trust him.
That's why Sean's the man.
That's why he's the man. It's the truth. So that was a good story there, I guess. So I guess we can move on to my failed rare variant pickups. So
we'll get the next one, Dino.
I'm trying to, baby. I picked up 2 books today. I put them on a Raz page. So
yeah, you're a little Raz whore this today.
Yeah, I know. The second one won't fill.
Hey, I'll tell you what, the room's hot right now. Books are filling.
Yeah, I hope the second one fills, but we'll see.
Christmas bonuses went out.
Yeah, I haven't got mine yet.
My boss is such a tightwad.
You know, it's funny. I know how he feels.
You get to pick one of the defect shirts as your bonus. I don't know how many guys out there are still using Cody. I stumbled upon something and before the show, Brian was talking about an app somebody he knows uses, but the video I found on YouTube was about something called Streamio, Stremio, and I kind of skimmed through the video just because I really don't have the time to delve into that kind of stuff. But I just out of curiosity. But I guess it's an app that's available on Google Play and all that stuff. And initially, if you search for Wonder Woman or whatever, it'll link you to legitimate places to rent or buy it, YouTube, iTunes, blah, blah, blah. But I guess it has like a subsection where you can add on your apps. And then so that's how you would go about potentially getting things for free. So if anybody out there is struggling with Cody, maybe check out Streamio. But what was the one you were talking about, Brian, that you
so I use I always mix the name up as like Terrarium or Tyrium or
I think it's Terrarium.
Yeah. So and it's on the Google Play or Android or Amazon app there's no so the thing about the Stream.io or Streamio or whatever, I watched the video. To me it reminded me of Plex, right? It's basically a media player.
I love Plex, yeah.
And you can go out and find you search a movie and it'll give you the Vudu, iTunes, and all the stuff where you can pay and rent. But then there's a place where you can add your own repositories or add-ons, just kind of like how Kodi is, except for these add-ons or these repositories are supposed to be better kept up. They're probably just less known because everyone's aware of Kodi now. So those there's probably not as much bandwidth on those streams right now. So everyone's being able to get to those and watch them faster. From watching that video, I mean, I watched it 5 minutes. I didn't do any research on it. It seems almost like it's the same thing. It's just pointing to different add-ons or repositories that aren't choked at this point.
Okay.
So you're getting a faster bandwidth and people are able to see them. That Tyrium, it operates almost just like Kodi. There's some ads in it, but you'll search for a movie or a TV show. When you load it, it'll ask you what type of media codec do you want to use. And, it gives you like VLC or a couple other ones. And then you sit there and search for it, finds it, and it's just like Kodi. It goes out and finds a bunch of streams for you. Then you just check which one you want to watch. And then every now and then, if you watch something, go to something else, you might have to watch a quick ad. But that's been what I've been going to when Kodi gets choked out. Or I've had buffer issues with Kodi lately. Then again, I mean, I'm just cheap because I'm going free. You can get there and like Real to Bread, or there's a whole bunch of other places where you can pay for dedicated subscriptions and get it it's still a lot cheaper than cable. But there's a lot of resources out there. It's just, you got to kind of look around and figure out what works for you. Every now and then I just get lazy and then I pay money again.
Yeah, if anybody out there is thinking about trying to buy one of the Fire Sticks off Facebook or Craigslist, please just don't. Because you can buy your own Fire Stick and do it yourself.
Not only that, but you're paying these people to load it for you. There's I mean, obviously not any customer support. And the way these Kodi add-ons have been going down and coming back up and popping up everywhere else, your life on that will probably be very short, and then you're just going to get pissed off for spending that much money for something you could do yourself.
Yeah, plus the Fire Stick is just slow.
Yeah. The UI itself, or the user interface on the Fire Stick by itself, is slow, and then trying to search on Kodi on top of it, it's just going to get you pissed off, especially if you got a 3-year-old kid who's wanting to watch something. He just won't shut the hell up.
Oh, my cousin's in the same boat with that. His girl, like, if she doesn't watch whatever the hell she watches, dude, she goes psycho, and it's only on, like, Kodi.
Yeah. Oh, and then I'm like, I'm just turn TV off. I shut the door and leave him in the dirt and let him cry.
Those Canada only documentaries. Skipping ahead, I had written down that Google is blocking YouTube from Amazon Fire TVs beginning January 1st.
Net neutrality.
And so I went to pull up YouTube. I rarely use it, but and I got the message that they were saying you would see. So I guess Amazon was trying at first to redirect people to YouTube's website instead, but then that ended up getting blocked as well. So if you're in the market this holiday season for a new media box, the NVIDIA Shield is pretty much the Cadillac of anything that's out there.
And honestly, for the price point, it's worth it, man. I mean,
now is that Android based too?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can get one. I mean, you can usually get them on sale this time of year. They're normally like $200. You can get one for about $160.
Yeah, even at $200, I mean, it's still worth it, man.
Now, can you hotwire that thing and get all the freebies and stuff?
Yeah. So since it's run an Android device, you can install your own APK files and anything you want.
APK, yeah.
Yes. Sounds fancy.
But yeah, that's.
47?
But I use it, and most of the stuff I need is right there in the Google Play Store.
What'd you say, Scott?
Is that the same as a T47 hyperdrive?
Manole on the chat saying that they're on sale for $149.
Yeah,
I was actually looking at one.
So, and if you get it, especially if you get it on sale for that, pay the extra $40 unless one comes with it, and get the little stick. It's kind of like a Fire Stick type remote. Because the one I bought, when I bought it, came with the NVIDIA Shield, and it came with like a game controller. But if you buy the separate remote, that's like $40. It's.
I actually saw a bundle at Staples that had all three: the machine, the controller, and the remote control.
All right.
Is that the NVIDIA Shield? Is that compatible with those little the remotes? RII? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I think as long as it's Bluetooth.
Yeah, they should be good, dude. That remote should work, dude. Trust me.
The one got like a little flip out QWERTY keyboard and stuff like that, or.
Yeah, it's got a QWERTY keyboard, and it's got Bluetooth in it, and it's got like a bunch of buttons on it, touchpad. I use them for my.
It just pairs like another Bluetooth device. You could pair a Bluetooth keyboard to it. I mean.
Yep.
Yeah, those are they're on Amazon for $14, $20.
Yep, you can buy them. I use them, and then I use them for my RetroPies and stuff too. It has a dongle that comes in the back that you can plug into your USB. And
you said dongle.
I said dongle.
It's just so much easier than trying to go through the on-screen keyboard with a game controller.
Oh, that's the worst.
That whole Amazon Google thing, to me, that's just the two companies playing chicken.
Yeah, they're just duking it out.
I mean, it's no different than like Dish Network, and then they'll flash a thing across, or DirecTV, and they'll flash a banner across when you're watching your favorite show, and they'll, FX is about to go away, and we're not going to be able to support them. Then you might lose it for a little bit, and it comes back.
Yeah, the other side will take something away, and they'll be like, "Whoa, wait a minute, we need that back." Well, give us back what you took. Okay.
Yeah, especially when like if YouTube advertisers, start bitching like they're not getting as much views, or not, depending on how much of the market. I mean, who knows how much Amazon viewers are watching YouTube? But if they start seeing a hit in that, YouTube gets all their money from advertisers. If they make enough,
I mean, they're going to have to see a hit.
Yeah.
I mean, you're losing a huge mark like that. I'm sure the Amazon people make up a huge segment of the market.
Yeah, because was it Google wanted to use like Amazon Video on what's the Google Alexa thing?
The Echo.
Yeah, they wanted some reciprocity there. They wanted to be able
No,
to
Home. Isn't it called the Home?
Google Home
Whatever.
and Amazon Alexa.
Yeah.
So they wanted to be able to, for their users to be able to use like Amazon Video and stuff like that, but Amazon wouldn't allow it. So it's just,
It's just dick
lots of
measuring.
peacocking and.
Yeah.
But at the end, the consumers and the advertisers is what's going to make that decision.
Mm-hmm. So Mega Man 11, huh?
I know. I was hoping Matt would be there to talk about that.
Yeah, no, I guess okay. So Mega Man 11 is coming to Nintendo Switch and Xbox One, PS4. It's coming, but it's coming back, so that's cool. I think it'll be pretty decent on the Switch. I don't know
what type of gameplay, like the same like side-scrolling type thing, or
I'm gonna be bad about this. I really didn't see. I think it is. Yeah, it's a side scroller.
Yeah, that's my fault. I think I'm the one that presented that, and then all I did was see the link and was like, "Oh, Matt would probably like that." Betting he would be on to talk about it.
Yeah, it's still your same side scroller, but like I'm looking at the video inside of it. It's I can put it on
pretty
YouTube
good.
chat too. Yeah, it's got great graphics on it now.
is it going to be like a full-fledged game, or is it going to be like one of those little app games?
No, it's a full-fledged game.
Okay.
Yep, it's late 2018. So, but no, I'm super pumped. Since I found out that I can play. Well, I have to get a controller, but that I can play Nintendo Switch games on my PC with CNU. It's
an emulator.
Yeah, it's an emulator. And you got to download, like, for Breath of the Wild, it's kind of tricky because you got to download like a bunch of shaders and stuff. So like, so your computer doesn't freak out when you like walk around. But so I don't have to really have to buy a Switch anymore. I can just go out and just legally, illegally get games and then play it on CNU.
Anyone here have a Switch?
Nope.
I got one up in my closet for my kids' Christmas.
Oh, they're gonna listen to this, damn it. Now they're gonna be.
Of course, we keep telling them, it's not like you'll shoot your eye out, but we're like, that's too expensive for Santa.
My dad used to do that to me all the time. Santa's not gonna be able to get you that this year.
I guess. Oh, I guess I won't spoil it. I thought about when Santa, the old Santa thing when you were kids, but
Hey, Brian, I was going to ask how you verified that it was. Did you just buy from the stores like the current gen? Because I remember when that first came out, they're having all sorts of problems and glitches and.
Yeah, so we got the. My wife's a manager at the Target here, and we got the Mario Odyssey bundle.
That's cool.
So,
I like Mario Odyssey.
Yeah, my kid watches the heck out of Mario Odyssey videos on YouTube.
Are you flipping Hot Wheels? What? You?
What?
Are you flipping Hot Wheels? So I guess Target's a big Hot Wheel haven.
Oh yeah.
And on Wednesdays, dude, I guess they line up. They sorry to throw this way out the thing. So you just mentioned Target. So Hot Wheels on Wednesdays, I guess, is like or Tuesday nights or some shit. When they release a new Hot Wheels, like people go bonkers.
Yeah, I thought I was like making noise or something that sounded like Hot Wheels. And
I was like flipping them right now. What are you talking?
No,
I'm sorry, Hot Wheels.
I don't mess with that, but my wife will tell me all the time about the regulars that come in there for Hot Wheels and like the Marvel Legends and the Chase Funko Pops and
yeah, those people are nuts.
Dude, I went to the comic book store today and I bought those 2 books, but I saw people buying pops, man.
I don't get it. I don't understand it. I never will.
I don't know. I don't have this one yet. I think it's like Beanie Babies, dude. It's like I think it's the completionist factor of achievement.
I have a few, but it's like the $10 ones of a character that I really like.
I saw that today too. It's like, hey, I think one was what was it? Some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle ones or something like that. Some girl was like, oh, this one's kind of cool. Or I don't think he has this one yet. So maybe it's a genre. So
no, but some people pay hundreds of dollars for these things.
Well, I know that too.
I got I do that Marvel Collector Core box, but then I was like, damn it, I don't know where I'm gonna put these, and I tried to cancel it, but it renewed, and I was like, crap.
Yeah, it was like a 6 month or a year, right?
Yeah. Well, now they're getting ready to cancel the year subscription. They just sent an email saying, hey, you're a founding member and we appreciate it, but there's no more year subscriptions. Like, good, I've been trying to cancel my auto renew for 6 months.
Yeah, I mean, toys and all that stuff. We've said it before, but it just builds up. You fill space up a lot faster with that versus a couple long boxes.
Paul, how's your Nakatomi Plaza doing?
Dusty.
How many of them did you get?
I just got 2.
Do you have like a little Hans Gruber action figure you like play with, have them fall off the side?
That'd be pretty sweet.
That would be
You
awesome.
need one of those what was it, Teespring or one of those companies that had the ho ho ho, the Die Hard sweatshirt, ugly Christmas sweater, but it was like the actual sweatshirt from the movie. It had the ho ho ho. I have a machine gun.
Try and sell them together. No,
One of the best Christmas movies.
Still Dusty.
Funkos I bought that I have at work, especially since working in IT. I have the all the Silicon Valley TV show characters from HBO. You guys, I think you guys don't watch that show.
No, I don't know.
No,
I mean, I've seen clips and pieces of it. I really haven't.
that was always on after Game of Thrones, right?
Yeah, it has
Yeah.
T.J. Miller. Well, he's not coming back, but
Yeah, I usually had to clean myself up after an episode of Game of Thrones.
T.J. Miller was in it, which was like, I mean, it was hilarious, especially with working in IT. But yeah, so I have those characters. Other than that, I don't really have much besides what come from Marvel Collector Core.
Yeah, I got a couple. Nothing major. I got the RV from Breaking Bad.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
Oh,
Got-
yeah, I do have the Chimichanga Deadpool food truck or whatever. But
Oh, nice. Yeah,
my
I
buddy
mean,
Matt was huge into it, and he made bank selling those. He was selling them for like 300 to 500. I mean,
yeah, there's some that are crazy, man.
yeah.
I mean, I'll tell you what, that is a rabid fan base. It's not like it's just. I don't think it's a passing fad right now. I think
Right.
it would be going like on the downswing now.
It'd be like fidget spinners, dude.
Yeah,
Like, if
fidget spinners lasted like 6 months.
And that's gone.
Pops have been around for like almost 6 years, I'd say.
I
Oh
know.
God, I hate it. When I went out to that Black Hat conference in Vegas, all the vendor tables were. I was looking for good freaking IT swag, and every table was giving out freaking fidget spinners. So I came back with a backpack full of fidget spinners, and my kids, I think, have lost every single one of them.
I just want a USB stick, so I'm trying to get some free swag about.
Yeah, I wanted like the well, it sounds messed up, but they call them like the USB condoms. So you basically you put it on and you plug it in. There's like no way it blocks antiviruses and blocks like phoning home, and basically almost like a little tiny VPN on a USB stick, so it can't.
Oh, that's cool.
But some of those were given away, and every vendor I went to, I was like, "Hey, do you have these?" And like, "No, how about a fidget spinner? This one lights up." I'm like, "That's awesome."
I don't want a fucking fidget spinner.
Speaking of stuff like that, you know, my company Christmas party gave away a lot of Amazon Echo stuff, like Echo and the Dot and all that crap. And then they gave
They just want Amazon to take over the world. Like Skynet is in those Echo Dots.
I know they are.
They are waiting to take control, and then we're all screwed.
Your company is just listening. They just want to listen to you at home.
Yeah,
That's
I know,
it,
right?
man.
Well, the grand prize was two round class or two tickets to anywhere in the continental U.S. So up to $500, so that wasn't terrible. But,
Nice.
Yeah, my we had trivia night for my company Christmas party. I know Paul went to the company Christmas party, but so we had trivia for our company, and of course we won it. Team Dilly Dilly.
Dilly dilly.
Dilly.
Where'd you go? I went to go get some beer.
Yeah, pretty much. And then I told them the rest of my company they all are in the pit of misery, which I thought everybody thought was funny. So,
Go ahead.
oh yeah, so Switch games on the CNU. Yeah, you just got to down. It's like a emulator, just like ROMs and stuff like that. It's just massive, you know. So, and you need a USB controller probably, which for being a high tech geeky guy I am, I really don't have one. It's just weird. So I thought I had one, but I don't. So.
Did your company party have an open bar?
Yeah, I was surprised, dude.
Open bar, dude.
But it was good. It was actually good liquor. Like it was like Johnny Walker Red and Jack Daniels and Tito's, and I mean it was like decent liquors. So
Nice. Ours was wine and beer, but it had a decent beer selection.
yeah, no, I mean actually it was at so this year they did it on a weekday. It was a Thursday, and so the whole company could enjoy it and not be on a Friday or a Saturday or so. They shut down the office at 3, and then everybody went over. So it was a good time.
Yeah,
Do they still make everyone come in Friday?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
kind of a dick move.
Yeah, I mean, no, I don't think anybody was really getting out of control, but
Yeah, but that's the point. Like you're supposed to get out of control.
yeah, we've
Pick a roadie.
I think you can't please everybody because I know people were bitching that on Fridays and Saturdays like they couldn't go with their wife because they would start at 6 or 7, and it was all the way across. Yeah, so
Tough shit, man.
yeah, I know. So just to please everybody, they kind of did it. I think they're gonna swap it. So like next year it'll be on a Friday and be like a hotel and you can get rooms and stuff like that and get all crazy.
Oh, that's one way to meet your coworkers.
Oh yeah.
How many? Do you have a decent sized company?
Yeah, I mean we had all the sales guys in who are normally in there, but it's like 120 people probably. But like 30 or 40 people are like salesmen, 30 people are like salesmen. We had some Canadian people come down too, so it was kind of cool.
Gotta watch out for those Canadians.
Goddamn Canadians. No, they're good dudes. All they talk about is hockey, so that's cool. But, I guess the other good news is I finally broke down, Paul, and bought a new car, man. No more orange car anymore, man.
You told me about that. I've just been I've been swamped with work, so between that and catching up on sleep and family, I totally forgot, man.
Yeah, got the Escape, man. The Ford Escape.
Monday?
Yeah, the old Ford Escape.
Did you get it Monday last week or?
Yeah, Monday this week. So this week's been pretty good. Monday I bought a new car. Wednesday I won the World Oak Hockey Championships. Thursday I won trivia night. So
it's all downhill from here, Dino.
Pretty much. And then Friday I lost on 667, 678. And,
yeah, on Friday we had brass staples.
Yeah. Oh, I got a new chair too. So I got a new computer chair. I got one like Jimmy kind of.
You got the gaming chair?
Yeah, what's funny is before Jimmy had it, my cousins had it for like years. He's like, "Oh, you should buy it." I'm like, "Dude, $200-$300 for a gaming chair." I'm like, "Jesus." It's not bad. I like it. I mean, it took me only 5 minutes to assemble, so I wasn't gonna make
video. It was like 25.
Well, the only confusing thing is where there's like no extra bolts, but the bolts are pre-installed. But besides that, it wasn't bad, dude. I like it. I mean, it's actually really comfortable. I'm surprised. So
it can lean all the way flat back.
Yeah, it leans all the way back. I mean, it's not. Let's see. It's probably like 160, probably, or 150. It's not like 180, like flat. But I mean,
I didn't hear. We cut you off, Brian. What'd you say?
I said I can hear Dino's comfort in his voice.
Yes, yes. Well, you know what's funny is like I've been doing we've been doing 22 podcasts, and I had my old chair. Like I'd get up from my podcast from doing the podcast, and my bones would just ache, man. So,
getting old,
dude. And then, sorry,
I was just gonna ask how your cat was doing.
Oh, he is beneath my desk playing with my feet, hanging out with me. So he loves it, dude.
You like the car?
Yeah, the car's cool. What the hell? Whatever.
You do a trade in with your
Yeah, well, I didn't trade it in. I mean, they only gave me like $800 for my car or whatever. So I took the cash and ran. So they cut me a check. And then so I did that, and then I like it so far. It's weird. It's pretty basic, dude. Like I didn't ball out and get like the deluxe edition. Like I think because Scott, your car has cloth, right? Doesn't it have cloth seats?
No, faux leather.
Faux leather. Okay, I got the cloth seats, and I mean honestly, it's like the same size as the HHR, just higher up, and it's like I can lean the seats down, and like I can fit one more Harley Quinn statue in there. Probably.
Yeah, but Paul sold all his, right?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, but I reinvested.
I reinvested. He said,
I doubled down.
I can't fit the Nakatomi Tower in there, so don't get any ideas.
$800, Dino. You should have just drove that car to Detroit and burned it for the insurance money.
Fuck. They wouldn't have gave. That's probably. I mean, they probably would have gave me more.
Shit.
Sorry, I got 500 for mine. The check engine light was on for like 5 years straight. And it went off as I was driving over to the dealership to exchange the car.
Nice.
Yeah, it was perfect.
Did you say, yep, it's still there? I checked the engine. Still there.
No, it was like I had it checked out. It was the catalytic converter.
Yep. Yeah,
I was
mine
like,
was
I'm
a
not fucking
sensor.
paying to fix that thing.
Yeah.
Mine's a O2 sensor. I forget.
Yeah. I don't know. I got 10 years out of my car, man. I was happy about it, you know.
Yeah, that's how much I got. I think I got 11 out of mine.
Well, I took the bumper to bumper. I took the 10-year 100,000 on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
Might
in
as
year,
well.
and I figure in year 7, 8, 9, like when I get 90,000 or whatever, I'll just tell them, hey,
Mhm.
here's $100 to replace whatever you got. I mean, I don't care. I don't care if it doesn't need to replace it.
Give me a new car.
Here you go, buddy. So
they're coming out with something called Wolverine: The Long Night. It's a murder mystery podcast, and it's starring a guy named Richard Armitage from Hobbit movies. I don't know what character he played, but I guess it's a blend of other popular podcasts. I haven't heard of any of these. Serial, S-Town, True Detective, and then the Unforgiven. If those rings bells to anybody out there, but the storyline, I guess, is going to follow two special agents investigating a series of gruesome murders in a fictional town called Burns, Alaska, and Wolverine is their top suspect. But as they dig deeper into what's going on, they learn that it's nothing's really as it seems, and so there's like cults and some stuff like that. So it should be pretty cool. I don't know if any of you guys heard of We're Alive podcast. It's a zombie podcast. That was pretty good, like a radio drama. So if you're looking for something to listen to and
So it
long
is
rides or whatnot,
it is just going to be audio. It's not like a video podcast or anything.
I'm pretty sure it's just audio. I don't know if there's a release date. I didn't look.
Some like Orson Welles type shit. People I think the world's ending.
Yeah, exactly. Wolverine is real. I don't know.
Wait, he's not.
I think they're still working on it. I don't know if they have a release date yet.
I don't think it said in any article. No, yeah, they're still working on it. So, but no, that's cool. I mean, that's, you know, if somebody really digs podcasts or something like that, I mean, that'd probably be a cool thing. I mean, but number 8's going to be interesting there, Paul. The new Netflix special that's coming out, the Toys That Made Us.
Yeah, it was supposed to come out last year.
Yep.
But it never came to fruition. But I guess their air date is the 22nd of this month, which is just a couple days before our next show.
Yep.
I don't know.
I've been excited. I've been following them on Facebook for the past year and a half.
They post good stuff.
Yeah.
Or what they're going to cover. Or...
Yeah, they'll post pictures if they like look them up on Facebook. They got pictures of like all these places they've been and like these people huge 80s G.I. Joe collection and Transformers. I mean, it's a lot of cool stuff. I hope it plays out as, you know, when you have expectations for something.
Yeah, it translates well on TV.
Yeah, I believe it will, of course, because I'm gonna geek out over 80s toys no matter what. So
yeah. What was your favorite?
Me, I was a hardcore Masters of the Universe guy.
I was a G.I. Joe and Transformer.
I don't know. I was X-Men and I was like WW, I guess it's F back in the day, action figures, man.
I mean, I had a bunch of He-Man and Thundercats as well, but I'd say G.I. Joe and Transformers were.
Yeah, me, it was Masters of the Universe and freaking Dukes of Hazzard.
Dukes of Hazzard. Yeah, the car. Did you get the car?
I had the car with the little supposed to be awesome stunt set that jumps through the barn. Was it Barnstormer or whatever they called it?
Mm-hmm.
And of course, it looks way cooler in the commercial. It had little plastic barrels. Then I had the Dukes of Hazzard big wheel, a little Dukes of Hazzard guitar, and then like the little the 45 theme song record. I'd sit out on the porch, just the good old boys.
Nice.
Big wheels. I had a big wheel. I remember big wheels. God.
My buddy had all those gigantic GI Joe toys. Those
I had the
awesome.
it was called the General, the GI Joe General.
Mm-hmm.
It was this huge thing. It must have been like 3 feet wide. Had like a hangar for an airplane, a huge ass like rocket launcher. Could fit like 100 people, like 100 of the little guys.
Yeah, the biggest thing I think we've ever had was we had the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle like pizza truck or pizza van, and then we had
that was cool.
The Batman, the very first Batman Batmobile. That was kind of cool too.
I had that one. I think it's still in my mom's attic.
The one from the Keaton movie.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think mine's from the animated series.
Yeah, maybe. And the missiles flew out and stuff. It was cool.
Uh-huh.
What I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. There was a video I saw, maybe 30, 45-minute episodes. But what was the Mark Hamill toy show? And is that one still on, or was it only like 5 episodes?
That was on that Con TV, right?
I thought it was on YouTube.
Oh no, it was on YouTube too. Like Mark Hamill's like I don't know what it was. It was Mark Hamill YouTube toy show, but like he started doing it, and then like
Pop Culture Quest.
Yeah, and like he did it, and then like nothing happened to it. I don't know.
Yeah, because I remember they kept advertising. What was it? Apple TV or Roku had like a Con TV channel, and they would advertise like the first episode was free on YouTube. So if the rest were free on YouTube, I didn't pay attention because the way they advertised it. But I remember the first episode was like he went to DC, and then he did a Joker voicemail for Jim Lee on his cell phone, and Jim Lee did a sketch for him.
He's on like episode 9, I guess.
Yeah.
Full free episodes. Let's see.
Oh, here I'm on Amazon. There's 10 now.
Yeah, I didn't. I guess it was like a big
of 2017 was the last. Well, that one's only 14 minutes long. This one's 15. Huh. These are basically shorts. I was watching something. I can't remember what it was, but it was like a younger Mark Hamill, and he was talking about how he worked a deal with whatever the toy company was. I can't remember off the top of my head, where he would get comp copies of everything. So the boxes would just show up to his house, and his kids were young, and all they knew was that the boxes are full of toys. And then years later, they're like, "Why did you let me open that? It's worth so much right now." But
I mean, at the time, it's like everything else, right? I mean, at the time, like nowadays, it's like all these guys who get like sports contracts and like Nike and stuff. They get like 2 boxes, one to like never open and one to wear. Like, so.
Did you guys see the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse trailer?
I did. It was okay.
Yeah. Wish DeVoe was here.
Yeah. The biggest thing I wish DeVoe was here because I want to hear his thoughts on. I heard a lot of people were bitching about the name more than anything.
Really?
Yeah, they're like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Like it's actually it's not even that. It's really, let me actually get the real what it's actually called. It's called. Oh, that's what they call it. It's like Animated Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse or some crap. They're just saying it's too long of a name.
Oh, that's not the full name? Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse?
I think you were saying it's Animated Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse or something.
Huh. I watched it, and I don't know. Did it look like not a new? I wrote new type of cinema on the outline, but did it look like a new type of cartoon to you? It looked like a mix of.
No, to me it looks like
CGI and like if you've seen the movie A Scanner Darkly, or I think that's the name of the movie with Keanu Reeves. It was a strange mix of how.
No, I think it doesn't look like turtles to you. It doesn't look like turtles.
No, it has like I don't know. It's strange. I'll have to watch the trailer again. But I mean, it looked great. I'm glad they're making it a movie versus. I don't know if what their original plans were. It's next year. When does it come out?
So now, obviously, that's Miles. Who do you think's the villain in the?
Well, who's he talking to in the subway? Peter Parker. At the end.
Yeah, Peter Parker. Yeah.
So the one part when he was jumping between was it the cabs and stuff, it reminded me of. I mean, there's been so many reboots, but was it Fiona Staples did a variant cover for one that shows Miles Morales like in between, like on the cab and stuff like just like how the animation was in that trailer. At least that's what I thought about. I thought the trailer's pretty good.
That beginning part where they're showing the cityscape kind of looks like Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, it's like a cool mixture.
I wish it was I guess I mean it's cool it's gonna be a movie, but I kind of wish it was kind of like more like an animated series. Maybe they'll do a series afterwards and have like Batman the Adventure where it's like a bunch of villains are in there. Yeah, I can see it going for a long time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, but I don't know who the villain's going to be. Maybe it'll be like, I hope it's not like Doc Ock or something. I hope it's like somebody new that you don't really.
I mean, I've never really read any Miles books, so I don't know who his villains are.
So, what do you think spec wise? Would you spec on this movie doing well for Miles or doing a live action Miles down the road?
I don't even like specking on movies anymore.
Yeah, it's not worth it at this point.
It just seems like the lifeline for movie spec goes so quick now because there's always something new coming out. Like before, when they first started doing the MCU, the movies weren't coming out as quick, and now that you already know in advance when the next 4 or 5 years, these movies are all coming out. I mean, DC just did it at that Brazil Comic-Con. They showed, hey, these are what movies we got coming out now. But and people are aware of it. Before it was kind of like, okay, and then next thing you know, like Iron Man 55 is going through the roof. But now it seems like that lifeline is so much quicker that you need to either flip it quick or get in and get out. There's nothing really left to hold on to from a movie perspective.
Yeah,
That's not to say there's still long-term investments out there in some of these books.
Nah, because once the movie hits, most of these books just come back down to reality.
Yeah, I mean, Doctor Strange did it. Everyone was like through the roof on Doctor Strange, and then all those books, like not the Strange Tales, but like the was it the Marvel premiere? Yeah, so
they're saying it might be the Prowler. Maybe I'm just looking at Wikipedia. It could be the Prowler.
Oh, good. Strong villain.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's part of the Ultimate Comic Spider-Man when he it was that or Kangaroo. I don't know. It's all
Hopefully they'll
crazy.
do a villain that can't fly.
Yeah,
be their MO. I think it was yesterday the Jessica Jones season 2 trailer came out.
I didn't watch it. I didn't see it.
I don't know. It didn't really do much for me, but I'll probably check the season out, see what's up.
I enjoyed the first season.
I liked the first season. Sean keeps saying he thought it was too long, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I thought.
Manoli says he was chasing Prowler in the preview. So,
like, Scrooge McDuck was awesome in the first series. Kilgrave.
Yeah.
Whatever the guy's name is, who plays him.
Yeah, he's coming back, I guess, maybe for flashbacks, I'm guessing. Wow.
But yeah, I mean, my top 3 for Netflix is first season of Daredevil, Punisher, and then Jessica Jones.
Yeah, and then it rounds it off with Luke Cage, and then I would say Iron Fist or Defenders, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, maybe something like that.
Cage wasn't bad. It was watchable.
I just didn't like the hand storyline between Daredevil, Iron Fist, and Defenders. But,
yeah.
I have no idea what this is, so I don't know if this rings bells to anyone else. The next topic that I guess there's something called Alita Battle Angel.
I think it's Magna. I think, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, it's an anime or it's an original manga. I don't know, but James Cameron is making that movie, and trailer dropped for that this week over the past couple days. But
to answer your question, Paul, no, I've never heard of this.
Yeah, I don't know. I threw it on there just for the hell of it.
It reminds me of Ex Machina. Kind of reminds me of looks like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it'll be good. Maybe it won't.
We'll see.
I don't know.
That's all we got.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess we can talk about pickups. I mean, some people got some big pickups. We can talk about the big pickups that everybody's gotten recently.
Dino got those 1 in 1 million Lithuanian variants.
Yeah, I got those. You know, anybody wants to, shoot me an offer. Shoot me an offer. We can haggle.
You guys should post some pictures of those on one of the pages, just for the hell of it. At least maybe Flipside.
Maybe I'll throw it on the main page. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, you got to show the staples. They're hilarious.
Yeah, I will. You know what? I got those pictures in the hangout. I'll do it. I'll just don't want to be lazy about it.
What if they weren't even the brass staples? What if they were those brass fasteners that go through the hole and then the little two pieces fold out to hold the paper in?
That would be kind of funny. Like they're punched. They're all like punched.
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
Like, do even Golden Age books use brass staples? Like, I don't think I've ever heard of brass staples being used.
I mean, I've seen staples rusted that look brass. But no.
I said that in our hangout. I forgot a new trailer for Ready Player One dropped.
Yeah,
which does a lot better job of explaining what the hell it's about. The first trailer, I just didn't get it.
Mm-hmm.
So it adds more to the story. It looks pretty good.
What's it about now?
Basically, just the world is so overpopulated that the only escape is to go into like a VR world.
Kind of like the Matrix.
Yeah, but not a plug-in per se. The same way, like what are those the goggles that you like plug your phone into or connect your phone into?
Google Glass, like the glass.
Yeah,
virtual reality, right?
Something like that. But anyway, so you can go in there and basically be whatever you want. Kind of like Second Life, the game, if you've ever heard of that. But the storyline is the creator of that universe dies and releases a public video that says there's an Easter egg in the online world somewhere, and whoever finds it gets, I don't know what the number was, $66 trillion or something, and as well as control of that entire digital world. So this main character somehow just really excels at in the virtual world. So then the government tries to send hit squads to him. Looks like they blow up his house, and I don't know, it looks pretty interesting.
Speaking of, I guess, interesting, I'm reading the chat comments. I guess if you're on the chat, we got 12 people watching, so that's kind of cool.
Wow.
You guys think Comics Corners Club says, you guys think Venom Alpha Inc. Auto variant has legs since it's the first appearance and of Flash Thompson becoming the anti-Venom?
Meh.
You don't think so? Meh.
Nah, I don't trust anything Marvel right now. I really don't. I don't really trust, honestly, anything new. I think specking is pretty much at its point where if you're buying these books, I think you need to buy them for PC. If like you actually want the book, not something.
Well, I guess
actually.
Are we gonna go into the? Are you thinking we're going into like the advent of how it was like 2010, where everybody's gonna have all these comics, and then all of a sudden, like 10 years from now, like I don't know, because I guess people are submitting more and more books, so there's more 9/8 than ever, I guess.
Yeah, there's only a 17-week turnaround at CBCS right now.
Well, not even that.
Oh my God! Don't even get me started on those fucks.
So
they have everything that we're doing in the grading club is like 3 months. And we don't have any, like they haven't given us any updates, anything. Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I guess I don't know, because it's like, I guess I don't know. Maybe I hate to say a downfall. I hate to use those words because it sounds dramatic, but it's like everybody's the shortage of books nowadays. There's no shortage of books or variants. I mean, besides like a Wonder Woman 38 Finch that everybody kind of slept on, nobody's really sleeping on variants anymore.
Yeah. I mean, look at that Thor Hughes one. That was supposed to be a big one. And what's that going for now? Probably hasn't changed, right?
I'm sorry, what book was that?
That Thor 700, the Hughes cover.
I saw it was dipping a little bit. I can look right now, actually.
I just think there's too many people in the game pre-ordering shit.
Well, that and store variants are qualifying for him.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I think like you shouldn't have that happening.
Do you guys see Bulletproof destroying all their copies of whatever that metal variant was?
The Wonder Woman one.
No, his had Batman on the cover.
Is it Matina?
Yeah, I think so. But
No, they didn't do Matina. They usually do like Delados, right?
I don't know, one of those. But the videos were, I was waiting for somebody to chop their hand off. One of the videos, he put like a stack of books on top of a pallet, and then went to use a wood saw, like a buzz saw, to cut through it. And I was just waiting for like the comics to slip and somebody lose a fingertip. But then they got their act together. Someone had a comment for them to donate the books to our troops. So what they're doing now, instead of trying to like cut the books in half or whatever, is they're just drilling a hole, like a small drill bit hole through like the top corner.
Yeah,
and then donate them to the troops.
That's cool.
To keep their
Wait do the squirrels hear about that?
They're keeping the print run legit is the reason. I think, gosh, I don't quote me, but I think the reason they ended up with these extra copies is extra prints for damages or something like that. I don't know. Somebody in the comments might know more details, but
yeah, I don't know. There's been some shady stuff going on around there. They just keep pulling books out, which
I think that was one where kind of like the Matina metal for Frankie's, like the first batch they got were messed up and they were getting a new batch. I think I overheard something like that. I'm not, coach, don't freaking quote me. Don't start posting Google Plus freaking posts about it. But I remember seeing something like someone had gotten a bunch of their variants that had defects and they couldn't send out to the customers.
It basically sounds like any store, but yeah, we're obviously on a don't quote me rant right now, but it sounds like any store that says limited print run of 5,000, there's not really only 5,000 of that book.
Well, I'd say there's probably at least 5,500, like an extra 10%.
I wouldn't doubt it. Well, and then back to your Thor 700, it's like 70 to 130 probably, and then 9/8 are going for big money, I guess. But
what's big money?
280 to. I saw one for 600.
600 is a lot, but 280 is not a lot for a 1 in 100.
Yeah, 350. It was 280, 350, 600, 350.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you're ever going to see those $1,000 variants anymore.
I highly doubt it, dude. Unless it's something complete. The only $1,000 variants I probably would see is like it's a brand new, like a Rick and Morty one, right? Something that got slapped on. I mean,
I think that's just again, that's just those fans are just fucking whacked.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna spend $200 on a friggin' packet of sauce, why wouldn't you spend $1,000 on a comic?
Yeah.
I was looking at Dino's main page post about different topics for us to talk to either today or in the future, but the first one, I think, Sean McCall was bringing up the Disney Fox deal.
Yeah, I mean, 80 billion, right? 80 was it 80 billion with a B?
80 billion?
I think that's what it was. Hold on, let me double check before I report some shit like that.
No, because they bought Star Wars for $4 billion. That's got to be worth more.
Numbers.
60 billion.
60 billion.
Wow.
60 billion?
With a B.
With a B?
With a B.
Jesus.
God,
yeah.
Damn.
I mean, that's Disney. That's Trump changed to Disney. They just wrote that check and was like,
fucking,
"See you."
Disney just prints fucking money, man.
I would doubt it, dude. It's yeah.
Just numbers on a screen.
Seriously. That fucking mouse is killing it.
I wonder what's gonna happen. It's 60 billion. Is it straight cash or is it 60 billion with the residuals? I wonder how
that's true. 30 billion in this and that, or and then the other 30.
I just hope FS1 doesn't become Sports Center, and I mean, I don't want to watch Sports Center on Fox Sports. Put it that way.
You don't want to watch politicized sports commentary?
Yeah. I mean, I hope I hope there's some. Yeah, we own them, but the management and they keep operating the way that they do, and same with some of the movies.
I think they'll do some good quality stuff, and I mean, seems like Disney is like I don't know, for lack of a better comparison, like the Apple of the entertainment world. So I think they'll keep the adult content coming. They'll just hide it behind Fox label or something.
Yeah,
well, yeah. Manoli says the deal doesn't include Fox News or sports from what he's read. So,
gotcha.
The other good one. I mean, I think we're gonna skip the collectible guns thing, even though this is probably a great podcast for it. But maybe we'll do that in the next.
Yeah, we should save that topic for if we ever get the Black Hat guy on.
Yeah. I like to hear this one's from Robert Miller. I like to hear the discussion on affordable buy and hold books in $100 and $150 range. They have a chance to grow. And then he brings Scott's favorite book, the 194 ASM 194. He didn't think that book would ever be a 250, 300 book right now.
Yes, I think people. I mean, I couldn't name specific books, but I know that the mistake people make is they just don't hold on long enough.
Well, I think when I first got in, dude. I saw everybody chasing like keys, like blue chip keys, and I wasn't in that realm yet. I started going after books that like Aquaman's and stuff that books nobody really thought about. Like I got a list of books that all the keys and stuff, and I went off the keys that nobody talks about, like Aquaman or what's other good, not your traditional like Batman, Spider-Man, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, my advice would be remember the first rule: collect and buy what you like.
That's true too.
Because if the book tanks, then at least you have something that you like. Yeah, ASM 194 is a great book. I mean, I don't know if it's a good book now to buy into. I think it's pretty much, it's getting close to its peak right now. So I don't know how much more room that's got to grow.
What's a good way? What's a good way to approach it if you're trying to
I mean, the way I did is I went after a book that you could find regularly. Because I mean, if you're buying a book that cheap, I mean, it's probably not going to be very rare.
Yeah, and I got some good ones on the chat. Preacher, DCP 26. I mean, I don't know about Preacher, but like DCP 26 is a good one you can find all the time. I mean,
yeah, I was going to say, like, if you're trying to go a little deeper, maybe think of characters that a lot of people love, that's presented well, that hasn't really been on the screen yet, or haven't had a chance to.
I mean, I hate to pump and dump it, but maybe like Gambit, like Uncanny X-Men 266. It's an X-Men. It's a key. Gambit hasn't really been on the screen yet.
Yeah, and they've just been toying with that, so it's sitting on somebody's desk.
I'm not big on movie spec, but one thing that I think does have meat on the bone, Kevin Feige just came out and said, like, he was all cryptic about it and said if the Avengers do survive past Avengers 4, they're going to be spending a lot more time in space. And it's been brought up before, but I still think Eternals, especially with Jack Kirby art, I think that has some meat on the bone, especially if they're going to be out in space with the whole Celestials. They've been hitting at it in Guardians of the Galaxy. I've been picking those up really cheap. I picked up like a 9.8 a year ago for like, I think it was $84 on my comic shop. And number one, and alone is hard to get in a 9.8 because it's got that black cover, especially with the Bronze Age book.
Mm-hmm. But there's some more. Dr. Joe says, with Wonder Woman doing so well, first female character, first apps are good buys. Nova might be a Nova 1 maybe.
You can get that cheap.
Who's the God, this is gonna sound so terrible. Who is the space chick that they were teasing for the Phoenix movie as the villain? I think in the cartoon, like she falls in love with Professor X.
Is that not Miranda? Oh fuck.
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about. She has like a headdress on.
Yeah, like black and white.
Is it
Lily Andrew?
Yeah.
Lily Andrew, yeah.
I wonder what her books are going for right now. Like big news comes out and then people forget about it.
Yeah, I mean, and sometimes it's good to go back and look at what you consider dead spec. I mean, sometimes people get tired of waiting. Some of these books end up coming back down to earth, and
Plus, I mean, if you look at comic collecting in general, it seems very cyclical.
Yes.
Stuff just comes right back around, and stuff that is hot and then goes cold and then it goes hot again.
I tell you, Indy's the same way, dude. Like, we go to Indy every year, and all the dead spec that we all think are dead spec flies off the shelf. It's weird.
Oh yeah, we were saying that. I mean, nothing against the audience, but it seems like just CBSI is like a year ahead of what people are buying.
Yeah.
So you're like, you don't care about a book, and then someone comes up to your booth and they're all excited looking for it, and you're like, oh, right here. Unless you've already dumped it or sold it, Melv'd it.
Yeah. Well, you know, maybe I start doing that, like first Sidelock, first Sidelock, first Jubilee are dead spec now. Maybe that turns first Mockingbird.
I got another book that might be a good long-term hold. Batman 608 second print. Probably get that for around 50. I think if that ever becomes a movie or an animated show, that's definitely due for an increase.
I mean, because the RRPs is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, who can afford $3,000 for a fucking 9.4?
Yeah, that and the Superman matching cover is nice.
Yeah.
I almost got too excited today. I saw that Batman Grendel, speaking as Batman, that foil, but it wasn't the silver foil. It was a red and gold one. But
what else is on that list?
So with Marvel getting Fox back, what does that give them? That's going to give them Fantastic Four
and X-Men.
And X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if anybody's listening,
Deadpool.
Any of our article writers, that'd be a good article. Like, what properties are now able to play together in the sandbox?
So, what are you guys most excited to see?
A hard R X-Men.
You know what I really like to see now?
Or Silver Surfer.
Now that it can happen, Avengers versus X-Men.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be really cool.
I just hope it's not as campy as. I mean, the Civil War was kind of cool, but I mean, you had that one cool shot when they're all lined up, and it was like craziness. It's like,
it's gonna be campy.
Yeah, because it gets too many characters. For me, at least Civil War was just too many characters, man. It's trying to fit everybody in and having a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
That makes you wonder how Infinity War is going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was Scarlett Johansson's quote? Like, they have a scene with 33 different superheroes on the screen at the same time, or something like that.
I saw this today. I saw that 608 second print, Scotty, today. Yeah, it was like $20 or something, but it was beat to shit.
Yeah, I mean, you could probably get it between 50 and 75 for a near mint copy raw.
Yeah.
9.8s are gonna run you over 200.
I think some of the bigger stories like Secret Invasion, stuff like that, I don't know if those are better kept for like the CW shows and things like that. I don't know if they would.
I think
do the animated stuff with them.
Well, Philip Chung put in the chat, Deadpool kills Marvel Universe. I think that would be awesome on Netflix. But but use the characters from.
It won't be on Netflix.
Yeah.
Disney's going to buy
Netflix.
Disney streaming service.
Disney will buy Netflix next.
Well, they had, what's funny? They had Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe 1, 2, 3, and 4, all 9.8s at my shop today.
How much?
I don't even remember. It was kind of, huh?
That high?
No, I don't think it was that. Like, I think it's even on. Oh, they were on eBay, I think, too. And he doesn't like taking shit down off eBay.
Oh, that'd be cool. Someone in the chat was saying they should do What If. That'd be a neat Netflix series to have just different What If single storylines.
You could do that forever because you just kind of treat it like a reality show.
Different. I'm looking through. I don't know anything about the Black Diamond VHS tapes.
Oh, they're not worth anything.
Some of them are.
I heard it was like a hoax kind of thing. I looked it on Snoop's.
Yeah,
they said it wasn't. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying.
I mean, there's real sales on eBay for them.
I just hope Marvel doesn't mess with what's working with Fox.
Yeah. Sorry. So back to Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe. Number 2, he had a CGC 9.8 at 150.
150. Okay.
Yeah. I think they're all like 150 a pop. Yeah, kind of.
It's probably about market.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't want to spend that much money. So
Dino's like, I only want to buy it 50% of market.
or $3.
Yeah. Or 1,000 times under market.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't believe you pulled that fucking book.
Yeah. I wanted to punch you in the gut.
Oh, I know.
But
Yeah, I think we all were like, what? Get the fuck out of here.
Well, it was funny because like 40 minutes before that, when we were in that steakhouse, and I was like, "Hey, did you guys sell that 9.6 that you guys had?" And like, "Yeah, we just sold it on eBay." And I was like, "Oh, I was gonna hit you up for that." And then like we're in there, Con. I'm digging through a long box, and he was like, "You will not believe what I just pulled out over there." And I was like, "What?" And he shows me some freaking mad variants. I'm like, "Whatever." And then he shows that freaking Masters of the Universe Skeletor, and I was like, "Motherfucker."
The best is you had to ask Sean for money.
That's funny. I'm like, dude, we spent all our cash.
He didn't even have $10 on him.
Cut my allowance.
Yeah, come on, allowance, Sean. He's like, here you go, bro. And then I'm kind of super excited to go to Indy, man. That's my next.
Yeah, I'm stoked, man.
I'm not. I guess I don't have a lot of shit to sell. I mean, we got F5 stuff to sell, but I mean, like personally, so I might walk around a little bit, do some. I've been thinking about that, dude.
We have a ton of inventory. It's gonna be nice.
Yeah.
I think we're coming in with a lot better inventory than we did last year.
Oh, for sure, dude. And I think we're going 2 booths this year.
I think we have to.
Yeah.
Especially with the Z Boys and their spice rack.
You know, Z. Oh yeah, Z.
I'll tell you what, that spice rack sells books.
It does, dude. It does. I don't know how it does, but it does.
It just draws people in.
I thought about. I don't think I can fit the racks. Like I thought about just getting away from the PVC thing and getting just racks, using like racks, like 2 extra set of racks and zip tying them together. But I think I'm gonna do the PVC routing, and I think it worked decently. I mean, I don't know. What do you think, Scotty?
Yeah, I mean the PVC worked. Just you're not allowed to touch the slabs. That's all.
I know, right?
Once they're on the wall, you can't touch them.
I think I'm gonna let nobody touch the slabs. Maybe I don't know. We'll talk about that. Maybe we'll make signs that say "Don't touch wall books. Ask for assistance," like those guys at Baltimore do.
Yeah, I mean we didn't really have any problem. I mean most people are respectful. They don't usually touch the wall.
Yeah.
I don't think we had anybody really grab the wall, or they'll like ask, "Hey, can I grab that?"
Yeah.
That's one thing that, like, I think as long as your wall is inside your booth, you know.
Yeah. So I'm gonna build them again, so I'm not missing pieces or something. I gotta figure that out and make sure all the pieces are labeled.
So when is Indy again?
Indy is end of
April.
March.
No, end of April, beginning of May, I think.
I thought it was the end of March.
Is it? Let me look. I don't know.
Isn't Leggett making his little trip through like OKC and then over to you guys for Indy or something?
Yeah, he'll
be there. He says he's gonna be there. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's end of March, beginning of April.
March,
man.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the celebrity guests have been I guess Matthew Lewis from it looks like Harry Potter, or Doctor. I don't know. Sean Young, Wallace Shawn.
Neil Adams would be there.
Yeah, Neil
with his towel.
Oh, Carlos Azarki from Rocko's Modern Life. That's kind of cool. Walter Jones, the Black Power Ranger. Veronica Taylor, who does Ass Ketchum.
Speaking of celebrity guests, did you guys hear what a clusterfuck that Ace Comic Con was?
Oh my god!
Yeah.
I would have lost my mind.
Like when I was first seeing people's tweets about it, all I could think about was you, Scott, at Baltimore. But this is like 10 times worse.
Yeah, they only held me up for a half hour. Like these people got held up for like 2 hours out in the cold.
Yeah,
and it wasn't bad. It was in the cold, but then you get like VIP and like, yeah.
Well, they did the same thing. They let the regular people in with the VIP. It's like, you guys are idiots. Like, you can't do that.
So I don't think I'm gonna do. Speaking of Baltimore, like this year, I'm not gonna. You go VIP, Scott, because I'm not.
No, fuck that. No, that was the biggest waste of money.
Yeah, and we really didn't get anything great. I mean, we
Sean's books were the last books done at CGC, and his were like some of the first dropped off.
Yeah, and then the other thing too is like, what did we really grab that was worth anything? We got some metal variants and like the first Greg Horn shit that I mean,
it's nothing that we couldn't have got with regular.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was yeah, VIP was a complete waste of money. I think it was like $85 more too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know a lot of people paid for like VIP photo ops at Ace, and they missed them with like Undertaker and a bunch
Yeah,
of
because
other
they had
celebrities.
they opened. I don't know the time. I'm just picking. Like they opened at 10 a.m. and they had photo ops at 10:03, and it's like, well, if you're not going to let people in for 2 hours, like how does that work?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they were telling them, "Oh, you'll still get it," and then they didn't get it.
I would have killed somebody. I would have went to jail.
Yeah. I mean, could you imagine if you hit like a Frank Miller signing like you did, and it was like 10:03, and they're like, "Oh, you missed it, dude." Yeah. Crazy.
He's laying down for his nap.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty much a shit show. But I can imagine that this Ace place was worse. It seemed like it was.
Let's see. C2. Yeah, see. Oh, I guess because I asked Stein if he was going to sell, but he said he was going to C2E2, I think. So he might show up, but.
Is that the one in Chicago?
Yeah, it's one in Chicago. I've been tempted to go a bunch of times, but.
Just don't go to the south side.
I know, right? So.
Stay away from that south side.
Yeah. Star Wars action figures.
Anybody excited for Star Wars coming out this weekend or this week?
I didn't buy any tickets, man.
I am, but I'm reserved. Like I've heard good things about it, but I've been reserved, especially after I was so stoked for Force Awakens, and like I still really enjoyed it, but at the same time, it seemed parallel to A New Hope.
Yeah,
but so I'm excited. I haven't bought tickets yet, and I'm expecting to be surprised. I did like was it Rogue One?
Yeah, Rogue One was good.
But now that they're putting them off every other year, how they're doing, I start mixing up the timeline because I'm like, wait a minute, what movie was that in? But
yeah, Rogue One was good. I liked Force Awakens.
Are you?
I'm such a Star Wars geek that I'll take a bad Star Wars movie.
Did you did you get tickets already?
No, I mean they don't sell out at my theater.
Oh wow. Well, it's crazy for you because you're in Philly. I thought it would. You know what I'm saying? Like,
not this theater. This is the one where like you have half the people talking on their cell phones.
oh,
Yeah, it's one of those theaters.
nice.
I'm excited. I did like the Jurassic World. What's that?
Babies crying, people on their cell phones.
Yeah. So I was gonna say I did like the Jurassic World trailer, but before I say that, I saw the last Jurassic Park in the theater, and your story reminds me of this because I was in there watching it, and I think I'd like left work early because I was like, screw this, I'm gonna go watch the movie. Sure enough, there's some lady behind me, and she got on her cell phone, and she's just having a conversation, and then you hear, oh yeah, I'm watching Jurassic World. And then you hear her go, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. And then next thing I know, I'm like smelling seafood, and she takes like a bucket of like KFC and had like, no, it was Long John Silver and had like shrimp and shit in it.
Nice. I got a Long John Silver's by me.
Nice. Classic.
So, yeah, and then you can start hearing people like down the road like yelling at her. And she's like, let me call you back.
Hang on, these people are being rude.
Yeah. Joe, there's some Star Wars spec to be had. I don't want to, because I know Leg's looking for it. That one book, Sean. That from the new series. He's looking for that 9/8 book, that rare 9/8 book.
Who are you talking to?
You. Remember that book that Sean's looking for, that Star Wars book?
No, I don't. No, that's the book I'm looking for.
Oh, that's the book you're looking for? Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
I mean, it's the Force Awakens. What is that? The 1/100 Quesada?
Yeah, it's a D. I think it's 1D. I think because they made multiple books.
One with Ray and BB-8 on it.
Yeah, and she's looking up towards the moon.
What was the one? The C-3PO Red Arm or whatever?
Yeah.
And then there was a Darth Vader one too, right, or something like that. That was really rare. That
Vader Down, I think.
Yeah, that had like the Empire Strikes Back scenery with like the steps where he fought Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, the Yoda one?
No, it was that weird character, right?
Right.
It was that green character. It looked kind of like Greedo, but it wasn't Greedo.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a cool coming out in
Trace on one of them
February.
for big bucks.
Yeah, I know. When we all laughed at him, we're like,
yeah. I forget what he bought it for. We're all like, you're an idiot, Trey. He fucking did the CGC 2-day, got a 9/8 and sold it for like $5,000.
Yeah, he just laughed at us.
Yep. I'm like, all right, I guess Trey knows what he's talking about.
There is a cool Matina variant coming out in February for Star Wars Thrawn #1. It's not a store exclusive, so that's a good one.
Yeah, but it's just as I saw it. It's just his face.
Yeah, it reminds me of like the Gamora #2.
Yeah,
but
at least the Gamora had the knife, and it had a different like image in the knife, you know.
Right, and I liked it because it was a #2 and not a #1. So usually,
yeah, you get a
new
drop
title
off
with the
at
#1
2,
issue is going to have a larger print run.
You're talking about Star Wars: The Thrawn #1.
Yeah.
God, I would order it, but man, fucking. I guess the other thing too is I don't get variants around by me, but the one they have at, I guess I'll say it, I'd have at DCBS for $50.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
Avoid DCBS for
Yeah,
variants,
they'll
man.
cancel
They
you.
rape you.
Well, I don't even have the canceling thing. My thing is I don't have a problem with that. I have the problem it takes so long to ship a book, man. Like if it comes out on Wednesday, I don't get it till like next Wednesday.
Yeah.
So I've been buying. So I guess this guy at work, he's big into like he's getting back into comics kind of, and I've been helping him out. I've been buying a lot of Punisher, like the Clayton Crane Punishers, and he's been smashing out. But I mean, it's not spec value. I just I can wait a week and a half for a book. You know what I'm saying? We order like 10 or 15 of them, and then I give him the a couple of good ones, and he's gonna read a couple and then try to submit them to CGC. So
yeah, Crane's been killing it on the Punisher covers.
Yep.
It's just the regular title, the regular cover too.
Yep. I bought them. I've been buying every one since I think 217, 216, 216, 217, 218. So
yeah, I still pre-order from DCBS, but I usually avoid the variants. And I've actually got it now where I just go to my LCS and just give them the diamond code, and they're usually pretty good about it. Like I got Alex Ross has one for Spectacular Spider-Man in February also. So I got one in for that I'm waiting to hear back on, see if they can get it for me. That's usually
the 300, you mean?
Yeah.
That looks dope. Yeah.
And then and yeah, I like it because isn't it just Zdarsky rating that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anything Spider-Man that's not, I'm not a big fan of Dan Slatt's writing, but
yeah. No, I mean that looks cool. I like that. I mean, yeah, it's hard for me to buy variants. I mean that's the thing that it's killing me right now is I'm losing big time in that, at least in my market, because my LCSs don't carry them, So
yeah,
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, that Deja Thoris one that I posted in CCA today. I like the Virgin Campbell variant better than the sketch, the 1 in 50 and 1 in, it looks like 1 in 100.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a 1 in 30 copy of that Deja Thoris from Dynamite that's Scott Campbell Virgin. And usually Scott Campbell is pretty low risk as far as getting rid of it if you want to.
Yeah, Campbell fans, they're loyal.
But I'm not paying $62 on DCBS for a 1 in 30.
And he just churns out those fucking store variants.
His own store exclusives, yeah.
And they all look the same. Like it's the same pose, it's the same chick.
So
I don't get it. And he sells now there's 4 copies of each one.
Yeah.
They had at my LCS they had a couple was it Amazing Spider-Man, like the Renew Your Vows JSC variants, the Midtown ones, and it was some of them were cool because they were like in pink highlighter and yellow. Like the highlighter was cool on it, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's all looked the same. I mean,
I can't buy any of his stuff anymore.
I buy the stuff that I like. That is usually PC, but like I wanted that. Was it the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive he had? Where he's flying and got like Gwen Stacy in it, which I think Leggett and Joe were looking at it on eBay the other day. Cheap as crap. A 9.8 SS for what, $124?
Yeah.
And he was selling it, I think, raw at San Diego. I think it was $50 or $60 because I was gonna have Leggett pick me up one thinking it was like a normal con, $20, and I saw it was $50. I was like, don't worry about it.
No, I mean that's I don't know. It's just I feel like I don't know if I missed the boat on variants. I probably did. Yeah, I wasn't a big variant guy. It's just I don't know what I'm gonna do with all this. Because I got like a couple of books of personal, like a couple of boxes of personal books now. But it's like, do I go buy collections? Do I get back in that game? I don't know. But then you have a bunch of books that are worth $1. So.
Well, you need dollar books.
Yeah. So we'll see how that all goes. I don't know yet. Gotta figure it all out.
Hey, Joe, Dr. Joe, I've been buying a bunch lately. Yeah, you have.
Yeah. Yeah.
A-hole.
Yeah, right. What do you get? He got that Skeletor variant.
He got that. I guess.
Yeah,
Can we talk about the big purchase he bought?
Yeah, 15. Yeah.
Yeah, 15. No big deal.
Yeah.
Not volume 2, volume 1.
Well,
Yeah.
you notice he started all this purchasing like a couple weeks after Halloween.
Yeah.
I mean, look at his occupation, right?
Yeah. He's peddling sugar to the kids and then fixing the teeth.
You're gonna need a root canal. I'm just here for a cleaning.
I'm 6 years old. Yeah, you need a root canal, buddy. Well, my teeth are gonna fall out again. No, they
We're gonna
won't.
give you a crown on that.
It's never too early for braces.
Yeah.
But aren't his baby teeth gonna come out? Yeah, then you'll need another set of braces. It's all right.
Oh yeah, he just bought that Del Auto 98 Supes Batman 7. Remember?
Oh, he did get that.
Yeah.
Oh, was that the one that he put the offer in, right? And was waiting.
Yeah.
He was haggling.
Trying to haggle. Trying to
That's
pull
awesome.
me.
I'm not hating Joe. I'm jealous. Good job.
Yeah.
We're all jealous, dude.
Yeah.
Just don't let me find out where you live.
Yeah. Well, we'll just go see. We'll just go to Oklahoma, dude.
Yeah.
We'll write it off as a company expense.
Yeah. We'll go see Trey.
Yeah.
What's that
We'll
fat guy out
go
there?
see Trey. We'll arm up and then we'll go see Dr. Joe.
That's right.
Sorry, what were you saying, Brian?
I said, yeah, we'll sneak out there, and Joe will be like, "What's that fat guy in all black doing outside my house in the middle of the night?" Me knocking on, "Do you have any Cheetos?" And I want to see comics.
Can I see your collection?
Actually, Scotty, somebody's hitting me up right now on. They got 5 long boxes.
Yeah.
They got some keys in there.
That sounds like right up your alley.
Let's see. Yeah, 5 long boxes. It's local. He's got an ASM 300 X Factor 6, which is kind of dead.
Talk about dead spec.
Secret Wars 8, X-Men 266, Avengers with Iron Man laying down the annual.
Oh yeah, that's the first Rogue, right?
First Rogue, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean,
number 10.
I mean, I don't know how much he wants for it. I told him he said he's gonna send me an email with the list. So
check him out.
I mean, I bet you he wants like $8,000 for his ASM 300.
Yeah.
And you can tell it's pretty legit because he took all the pictures of the books in the bag, so, with boards.
So you can easily tell the grade.
Yeah, easily. Yeah.
It's funny. I saw Sean's post about the Overstreet grading guide.
Yeah.
I love that. I'm not a professional grader.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a professional grader either, but I know between a 5.0 and a 9.8. I mean,
yeah. Well, you know me. Like whenever anybody asks us for something that's going to be a 9.8, I just tell them to buy something else.
Yeah.
Go somewhere else. You're not getting a 9.8 here.
Or like the guys who say, "What's the grade?" I didn't see it in the listing, and it's like literally at the end of all our listings.
And then it's in the item description, and then in the item details.
Yeah. Or the guys who tell me, "What's the grade on a CGC book?" It's in the top left corner there.
Dude, my favorite is when they tell you, "Oh, well, this book sold for this much."
Yeah. Hey. Or
okay, go buy it.
Yeah. Or I can get this elsewhere. Well, go there.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So.
Well, thanks to everybody who put more Paul's problems in the comments because it's had a 20-minute child super meltdown.
Super meltdown. I told her you need to put her on the radio show, dude. She won't have a meltdown, man.
It's true.
So wasn't it Sean that was dealing with? He was dealing with or buying something, and he asked him what the grade was, and he said it was like it's about a B plus.
Yeah. Yeah. The guy graded on the A to E scale or something like
good.
that.
Good. What's we haven't heard Paul's problems, man. You want to roll out Paul's problems? And we almost forgot
about
that.
what just happened.
Oh, just kids. Just my daughter didn't want to take a bath and just.
You give the Macho Man ready to have his elbow drop? Top rope.
I was on mute for a reason.
I feed my kids melatonin like Pez.
Yeah, we skipped right to Benadryl.
Just get her a bottle of Kahlua here. Just rub it on your gums. You're good. Don't worry. Night.
She won't drink my beer. I don't know why.
Nobody drinks
because you have shit beer, Paul.
Yeah.
This one's chunky, Dad. Oh, that's the Philadelphia variant. No, my problem this week, my story rather, is back when I was shipping for Simon and Chris, I'd try to not rush per se, but just, I had a lot of fucking packages to open. And one time I sliced through one of Chris's comics. It was the Boba Fett variant, the color one, I think.
The action figure?
Yeah. I think it was the action figure. Yeah. Sure, why not? But anyway, so I was opening packages, and I think I had like a brand new blade on my box cutter too, and just sliced.
Yeah, they're sharp as shit when they're
sliced through the tape and the comic book, and I was like, motherfucker. So I messaged him, and I was just like, forget it. You can just have my copy. It was just whatever. But that was a good time. Just getting someone else's books and then realizing you just cut right through a fucking $75 book or whatever. But I think I had that because I gave him my copy, so I had his. I think I had it at my con, and someone was like, "Oh, sweet, you have this." And I was like, "Yeah, the cover is sliced."
That's like Dino with that Wonder Woman 98 slab.
Yep.
Yeah, but the slab's broken.
Yeah. If you would have been here 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
The dude still bought it though, so
yeah.
We actually made money on it, so
yeah, we did all right.
So open carefully.
Oh, I want to talk about this. So we talked about that. Let's talk about what's one book that you will never buy, even if somebody gave it to you. Like it's just a bad book that you will just cursed book that you will never buy because of whatever reason. Somebody's got to have one, right? Like mine's that Action Comics 252, dude. We're never buying one.
Yeah, I think I'll buy anything.
Really?
If the price is right.
You hate 252?
Because when we first started this thing, you want to tell them, Scotty?
What did we buy? 3 copies or 2 copies and never received them?
Yeah, dude. Like 2 copies and never received them.
From eBay or?
Yeah. I mean, we got our money back, but the one time our money was tied up for like a month and a half.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
and it was a pretty significant money back in the day, when we were first starting out. So
yeah, what was it, like 1,500? I think.
Money.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anything I won't buy. I'm sure I'm not alone on the boat of getting burned out on store variants, but then you see this recent uptick of $200 for a $25 buy-in, and you're like, of course.
Yeah, that Spawn one is pretty crazy. I'm glad I you know what, I didn't want to buy it, but I'm like, you know what, it's such a cool cover, I have to.
See, and the problem with me with store variants is if I buy them, then they just turn to complete shit. Like I didn't buy that Spawn. I'm like, now it's fucking money. I didn't buy it. If I would have bought it, would have been $5.
I'm glad you didn't buy it.
What was the Venom one? There's another Venom one that just came out. I don't know who would.
I don't know. There's been
Chunk
so
says
many.
He won't buy. Philip Chunk says he won't buy a TMNT first print.
Yeah, he'll just win one in the Raz room.
Yeah, no shit. Probably more than once. And then he'll send me a link to his Facebook Raz for it. Hey man, if you want to get some spots. Oh shit. Anybody in the YouTube chat, there was a Venom one that came out like Saturday at 10 p.m. or I don't know.
Paul, is that your daughter?
That's the baby now.
Oh, okay.
Taking turns. They're taking turns sabotaging the show. The Venom Inc. Omega Del Auto store variant. That's the one. That one looked pretty good. I almost bought that one.
That was Unknown, right? I think Unknown.
I don't know. Isn't it like more? Isn't it always more than one store these days that
Yeah,
carries?
You know what? It's so hard to keep up with this shit. They're all like
Comic
in bed.
exposure.
They're all in bed with each other. It's like a friggin' soap opera.
The best is when they like start going at each other over shit.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'll take the time to announce that we have a 667 678 Forgotten 5 variant.
One of a kind.
One of a kind.
That we know of so far, unless you want to call the guy from Lithuania, he'll print you up another one.
No extra copies were ever ran, supposedly.
We got the ultra rare brass staples version.
Yeah, it's not. They're all the same book, but the variant is the staple that's used instead.
Oh,
I wonder if I get a Q. Can I get a Q on that? Can I get a qualify?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you'll probably just get a counterfeit grade, like what they do for Cerebus.
Well, is it NG?
No, I think they'll grade it. They'll probably grade it and then green label it, I think.
Really?
And then say counterfeit on it.
Oh, that's not bad. I mean, for what? What are they gonna cost me? $10, $20? At like Baltimore?
Yeah, probably.
Well, actually, yeah.
I don't know what you guys covered on the list, but Gabriel.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Gabriel, I like Gabriel's idea. He was saying like maybe a weekly highlight on consoles, must-play games for each console. That'd be cool for Matt when he's here. If not, just all of us to just randomly pick a game.
I mean, is he talking about new games or just games in general?
I think just in general. I actually restarted Portal 2 out of the blue.
Portal, yeah, I like Portal.
I like Portal 2.
I think that was probably my favorite video game memory because back when we were in our apartment, I would just get lit and play the game, and I'd go to play it the next day. I'm like, I don't even know how the fuck I got to the next level.
Yeah, some of those levels are pretty crazy.
Yeah, that game is. Oh man, that game is so much fun.
I did Horizon Dawn or whatever. I just picked that up for PS4.
Oh, that game's awesome.
Yeah, it's getting a little overwhelming for me. Like just so many quests and stuff at the beginning. It's like I don't know. It's cool. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I don't know. We'll see how long I stick it out for.
I got that way. I got that way back when I was younger. When Pokemon started getting the games got bigger and bigger, I just lost interest because there was too much to do, which seems like a silly problem. But I guess
I understand that.
Yeah, I just wanted something simple and fun to
the Elder Scrolls whatever that Elder Scrolls game is that they have for Switch now.
Oh, Skyrim?
Skyrim, that's it. Yeah. I had that for PC. Like put like 45, 50 hours into this game, and I looked at the progress, and I was like 15% through it. I was like, fuck this.
Damn. I mean, I don't want to buy a new game every week, but
that's a little much.
It's discouraging at some point.
And like, you know what the problem is? Like that type of game, like the sandbox game, like I spent like hours just making armor. Like
yeah.
You do stupid shit, and then you're like, oh shit, I just spent 2 hours and did nothing.
3 hours collecting roots.
Yeah.
Roots.
That's one way to save money, I guess, if you buy a game that just never fucking ends.
That was a hard game, though.
The new Call of Duty's good.
Is it World War II?
Yeah, I mean, of course, I love World War II, so the fact that they went back to that, I've only played the campaign so far. But
I'm looking at the games I have out right now. I think one of the most disappointing games was Aliens: Colonial Marines. My brother lives in Seattle, so him and I play on Xbox. Kind of how we stay in touch and just bullshit and play when we can. It's hard with the time difference, but we bought that game and just I don't know. Or I think he bought it first, and it's just totally different from the gameplay videos and trailers they released. It was just disappointing.
When you die, does it go game over, man? Game over
every time, and you can't turn it off. We bought one of the more. I mean, we talked about this, but him and I bought one of the more recent Call of Duties, and it was just too is too much, just too futuristic, and everybody's flying around like they're fucking Spider-Man and shit.
Did you do the space mission?
I
It's so
don't even know.
disorienting because like you literally have bullets coming from every direction.
You know, it was the same when him and I switched from Titanfall to Titanfall 2. We just couldn't get into Titanfall 2. It was the graphics changed to like more of a cartoony look, and then the same
I
thing.
hate when they change up, like they get a good game and then they change it up and try to change up the gameplay. Like no,
Like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2
like
was probably.
I'm buying a sequel. I want the sequel to be just a polished version of the first one.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hesitant on Last of Us 2 and Red Dead Redemption. I hope they don't.
I think Red Dead will be good because it's been so long.
Red Dead will be good.
What were we saying about Modern Warfare, Dean?
Oh, Modern Warfare 2, how it was a quintessential like great game on PC and stuff like that, and then they started doing jetpacks and futuristic shit. Just give me a gun.
That was the last great Modern Warfare that I played.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Scott? We cut you off. I don't know.
I don't remember.
3 topics going on right now.
It wasn't anything important,
obviously. But no, yeah, like a weekly, I don't know, highlight on consoles or something. It's a good idea.
Two games I usually always go back to are Destiny and Diablo 3.
Diablo 3, that's a good
I played Diablo 3.
Especially
that's a grind.
Yeah, especially if you have someone to play with online, and especially grown-ass men both in their own house getting drunk playing. But
Diablo 1 was like the first RPG that I like fell in love with.
Yeah, I played 3 with my cousin. It was a good time. It was fun.
Yeah, it's a grind though.
Yeah, I think I had Archer. I had an Archer. Was it Range? I think it was a Range. It was good. It was good. I liked it. It was a pretty decent game.
There was a game on PlayStation 2 that my roommate and I used to always buy a bottle of Captain Morgan or Crown and play. It was called Champions of Norath.
Yep, I played Champions of Norath too. That was a good game. I like that game too.
I can't carry anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's Diablo-esque.
Is that when you get your inventory is too much?
Yeah, you're encumbered. Yeah. I played Time Splitters too. That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the other thing. I went to Target. I had to buy some stuff at Target, and I looked at their game section, and there was like nothing there that I really wanted to buy.
I think people mostly buy their games download, right? Like
like I downloaded Horizon Zero Dawn. It only took me like 2 hours. It was like 49 gigs or something.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah. But
I hate how the new and I said this I think in a previous podcast, but I hate how the new multiplayer games take forever to load. Adam was saying he's still on Battlefield 1, which is what my brother and I play. But Battlefield 4, like you load it up, you shoot right into the game. We would be playing within, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes. But it seems with Battlefield 1, it just takes forever to download or to just hook up and find servers and stuff. I don't know if it's
probably less servers open for it.
yeah, for Battlefield 1, yeah, dude, that's way gone.
Maybe.
You know. So
no, the new one, the new Battlefield, whatever.
2?
No, Battlefield. I don't know, whatever came after Battlefield 4.
Oh.
That was Battlefield
Star
1.
Wars?
No.
It was like Battlefield 1 or something like that.
Battlefield, and then the number 1, not the first.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh. I thought you were talking about like the one from like 5 years ago.
So that's one good thing about buying the pre-order and digital. I mean, you can't trade it in or anything, but especially on PSN, it loads everything the night before. So when it is available for release, you can just start playing it rather than buying the physical media. I got Modern Warfare World War II for my birthday, and I put it in 2 nights ago, and I didn't even get to play it that night because it was installing.
I hate
and
that.
then it was 11 gigs of updates.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I love when you go to put it in, and then it's like, okay, the game has to install, and then they update the game, and then it's like, oh, well, your console needs to be updated now.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? I just want to play this goddamn game. Like, I miss the days of Nintendo where you just put the cartridge in and the game starts and you're playing.
I mean, it's games are getting so massive nowadays. Like,
God, yeah, like how much information does a Blu-ray hold? Like 50 gig?
yeah, I can't imagine it. I bet you in 20 years or something, it's gonna be like hard drives, dude. Like you gotta plug a hard drive in and play a game, or like
it'll all be on those little fucking micro SD chips.
Oh, that might not be bad, or USB flash drives or something. Or
do you guys leave the auto background or auto download turned on your system where it's supposed to download the updates?
Yeah,
automatically.
I did too, but
I don't know. Time. I finally had to update my Xbox One controller. It just started acting funny. I never took the time to plug it in. Like, what the fuck does your controller need to be updated for?
Yeah, I never understood that with the Xbox. Like, it should have the yeah. I've had to update mine like 6 times.
Oh man, I just never did. It never prompted me, so I just waited, and then one day it was just acting funky. So I was like, forget it, let's do it. What do you guys do with your old consoles?
Not sell them,
trash them.
I got mine sitting on a shelf.
Well, yeah, and then you lose your digital and any of your digital games. Speaking of that,
well, aren't they linked to your account?
Yeah, but if they're not backward compatible.
It's called depreciation, Paul.
You need to be able to play it forever.
I wish PlayStation was backwards compatible, to be honest with you. Like it was in the beginning when 3 came out, the very first 3s.
Right.
Like you could play PS2 and 1 games, but
yeah, I remember a couple of those were on eBay for a lot.
Well, that's because they have the PS Now, and they want to push you towards that, so you pay a subscription fee and just play all those games rather than actually have backwards compatibility.
Yeah. Yep. Because they're not making money on those old games you buy at GameStop. Well, anybody have anything else?
No, I was looking through that topic list. I'll just save the link. Jonathan wants me to a video of me putting something together.
Yes, I want to see that.
You do a webcam video of Dino, Paul, and Jimmy all putting together the same thing.
I want it to be IKEA furniture
with a crash cart next to it.
The master IKEA furniture.
With no instructions.
Oh fuck, that'd be hilarious. That's a game show waiting to happen.
I'm telling you, that would be brilliant. Or maybe even with the instructions. Let's just see if people can do it.
We built.
Oh, look who just decided to show up at the YouTube chat.
Anthony L.
Yeah.
Good
thing we're already done talking about him.
Yeah. We built one of those swing set things this summer. I think Dino and you were talking about that a while ago, but I was so pissed. We were building it, and all of a sudden the drill bit just changes out of the blue for the same size screw. I was like, what are you doing?
What are you doing? I never know what you're doing.
What are you thinking about?
I think you even talked about that on one of the podcasts. I remember that.
Putting that thing together. Oh yeah. Man, God, what a pain. There's no way we couldn't have. It wouldn't have been able to get done if it was just my wife and I. Like, thank God, Mary's dad was here. Mary's uncle lives next door. He was helping us. He had all the fucking Chinese drill bits and shit. Oh man, that's terrible. So it's good now. It's up, but and then halfway through it, I found in the stuff that it came with the correct drill bit we needed the whole time.
That's a Paul's problem because that would happen to you.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think that's it. Till next time.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, Tony.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tony's here. Let's go.
Yep. Time to go.
There goes the neighborhood.
Show's over.
All right, boys. I guess we're all gonna talk to each other later. I guess.
All right.
All right.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Later.